Hi and welcome to another video of Frank Answers Questions. During the week I had a number of people that were talking to me again, and they were asking me a very similar question. Things like, what makes a good salesperson? What are the attributes necessary to be good in sales? Well, to be honest with you, the answer to that is, how long is a piece of string? There could be, everyone will have their own ideas on this. Everyone will have their own beliefs and everything like that on this. But I'm going to kind of go through 5 very quick areas that I feel are really important that salespeople must possess. This is probably going to be followed by another video with probably another 5, because there's probably 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I really don't know how many there are. It's just, there are so many different ways that people can look at sales, but these are some of the key things that I think that salespeople need to possess. The first thing I think is really important is, I think that salespeople need to have a belief, not only in themselves, not only in the product, but also in the company. And I do believe that if salespeople don't have a belief in what they're trying to achieve themselves, in their own ability to close sales, in their own ability to be a king chicken versus little chicken in a sales scenario, in their own ability in terms of understanding the product and the benefits of that product, and also being quite proud for working for the company that they're working for, if they don't have that belief, that will shine through. So I honestly think that belief in themselves, belief in the product, and belief in the company is a vital ingredient for salespeople to have. The second thing that I think is really important is, I think, persistency. In sales you have to have a stickability. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, you're going to have good hours, you're going to have bad hours. You're going to have all these big ideas that somebody's going to close this biggest deal that you've ever had, and it won't come to fruition. So you need to have stickability. You need to be able to keep going. One of the key things is that I use the word persistency all the time, because you may need to do callbacks, you may need to follow up, you may need to chase people up, etc, etc. And it is important to have that stickability and persistency. But I will say, along with stickability and persistency, you also need to know when to draw the line. Because there comes a time where you have to say, no, enough is enough. I've given this person the opportunity. They are not responding, so therefore I need to move on. And as somebody said to me many years ago, and I think it's one of my favourite sayings, it's easier to give birth than resurrect the dead. You cannot resurrect the dead. If people are not going to buy, they're not going to buy. Move on and go and find somebody else. The third thing, and these are not particularly in 1, 2, 3 order, but the third thing that I think is really important is being personable. Having that ability to connect with people. When people talk about care in customer care, they talk about being able to make a connection, C. They talk about A, being attentive, R, being respectful, and E, being enthusiastic. And the acronym for care is connect, attentive, respectful, and enthusiastic. What I'm going to say is that the important thing in sales is that ability to put people at ease. If you can have that ability, if you possess that ability to put people at ease, the world is your oyster in sales. It's a hard thing to teach. This likability, personability, it's a very hard thing to deal with and hard thing to teach. So you really can't do that. So it really is important that you have that. The next thing that is really important is questioning and listening. Because sales is all about questioning and listening. It is not about telling people. Selling is not telling. Selling is about questioning and listening. And one thing that's really important is, if we understand the acronym ALA, which means A, ask relevant questions, L, listen to the answers, L, learn from the answers, and A, act accordingly. Sales is all about active listening. It's all about good questioning, asking the right questions, and listening to the answers. It's not all about telling. It's all about questioning and answering. And the final one that I'm going to say on this video, the 5th one, is the ability to close a sale. Most salespeople can go all the way through, they can get on really well with the prospect, everything is fine until it comes for time for asking for the order. And then most salespeople, a lot of the time, inexperienced salespeople start to cringe because of the fear of rejection. We have covered the fear of rejection on other videos, but it is a major problem. And it really is important that we look at all the different closing techniques. And on one of my videos later on, I'll be going through at least 7 different closing techniques on how to close a sale. So it really is important. So just to finally kind of just recap, the 5 key things that I think are important in terms of attributes are having a belief in yourself, your product and your company, being persistent, but also knowing when to back off, also being personable and having the key thing about having the ability to get on with people, questioning and listening, and remember Allah, ask relevant questions, listen to the answers, learn from the answers and act accordingly, and then finally having different ways to close a sale. And the closing of the sale will be covered on another video later on anyway. Also some of the other areas we've probably covered there as well. So thank you for listening. Hopefully you got something out of that. Again, it's how long is a piece of string. There's probably 20 or 30 things, and hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.